Excelente.
So we'll be going live just after the knives, getting that underway just so they can pick side. And I'm not sure how important side comes down to in this. Obviously, in the likes of Call of Duty 4, the knife was actually fairly important on certain maps. You had, let's say, Crossfire, if any of you do remember it. Pivotal to be on the attacking side. On this, it's very team dependent. You know, they could feel way more comfortable on that T attacking side. They could have their strats on absolute lock. Whereas maybe on CT, like, I don't feel in control. You know, the time limit is on my side, but as a collective, we're not so strong.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see how these guys will play it out and which team will kind of pick which side. And I think that you can even hear them getting hyped up right now. This is such a big moment for them. This is it, guys. We are going to go live straight into the knives now. This will decide who starts on which half. So you either get the CT side, which is the defending side, where you have to fend off the bomb sites from the attacking terrorists, or you're on the T side, you can get those bomb plants down. So let's go into the knives. I think we're just going to wait for this one to go in.
Could be wrong. No, knives. I am completely wrong.
And oh look, they're a bit upset about the lights.
I see. Them. Yeah, the relevance of the knife, especially on a map as Dust 2, where it is so balanced, and well, I say so balanced. There is a slight a twinge of T, which it does make the attacking side slightly more favourable to the majority of teams.
Wow.
And FM starting as they mean to go on with these knives, taking down 3 people very, very quickly. Granberg, the only man to make a dent in the lineup so far.
Granberg is the only one with a knife at the moment. It seems everyone else
seems
will
to know his way around that knife. This guy's done for third. Granberg, what a little cheeky monkey. Wow. He knows how to knife. Let's see if he can use a gun now as we're going to go into that pistol round and see what side they favour.
Yeah, let's see which side they choose here, actually. I think they're having a little team talk, seeing which one they feel more comfortable on, especially playing against certain teams or know certain strategies, how to play against them. Even Webber's asking the question, like, come on, guys, stop talking to each other. Let's get going.
They're going to go for T.
They go for the T side.
That T twinge I was telling you about, Lauren, that is coming in right now.
And I can't wait to see how this one plays out. That is going to be sensational. I want to see that team spirit come together. And clearly, Granberg has already got his right, he's got the mind in the right place right here. He picked up an incredible amount of knives there. That is living in London worthy. He has been getting them sharpened up over the weekend and clearly getting ready. So we're going to get the admins to switch them sides, and we'll be going into this almost immediately, and the pistol round. I've been saying it throughout this tournament how vital this round can be. I think you've felt the impact of it as well.
Well, it's like coming from Call of Duty, coming from a different game, this whole buy mechanic is really interesting, and the fact that you almost expect those initial 3 rounds to go your way once that pistol is under the belt is a really interesting dynamic, especially going into that second half with a lead. That's something that I think we're not used to and we're getting used to right now. It's really interesting. Wondering when the admin's going to jump on and we can change sides.
Indeed, and I want to see if there's some specific kind of pistol strats they've got running, because obviously you do have to play differently. You can't just attack it like you've got normal weaponry. You do have a limited amount of range, limited amount of damage, and some people are desperately strong with these pistols as well. So I'm curious to see if they put someone different on point, for example, to lead into the bomb sites. And if that'll change once they get some heavier weaponry, once they kind of get their selected gun. So, you've got the AWPer in the team, the AK kind of guy. And I want to see how it kind of pans out. So, guys, hopefully you're as excited as this as I am, because I can't wait to see how this one pans out. There are two phenomenal teams lined up next to us, and this is moments away from going live. I think we have just restarted, so here we go, guys.
Oh boy.
Good luck all round. Have fun. Nice exchange, and here we go, live into the knives. And why don't you take this round machine, as it is the first, and it can be so pivotal.
Okay, I'll snatch this away from you then. Let's see what's going down in Chinatown, see how the CTs are going to set up this defense with the pistols. Obviously, a very, very vital round, as we're going to have a quick look at that overlay. You can see where people are sitting. They're very, very spread out at the moment. Barbar starting with a brilliant frag, putting a bullet into Granberg's head. And Fearless looking a little bit worse for wear as well. Still, slow and steady wins the race. And that seems to be the approach that Infused are taking into this round. Very, very important round, and people are not going to rush it. There's not going to be any sort of leniency given as another player does fall for FM. In fact, that's the first player. Tell a lie, Windansky is the first to go down, bringing it back to level playing field. I say level playing field. Infused have certainly seen more bullets than the FM side. Still, bomb now loose. 4v4. Taking their time. They're going to have to commit to a bomb site now. The time is ticking, and they're going to have to start making a move now. And I think they're starting to be aware of that. Bullets are flying left, right, and center. Mark's going to get taken down by Webber. And that is a good start for the FM side. Are they going to be able to commit to this? He's going to push forward. Webber gets it as well. This is starting to shape up quite nicely for the FM side. Now, 4v2. Fearless and Zesty do remain. As Fearless does get a bit of money in the bank by getting that bomb down. So that's certainly going to help them. Zesty with one for himself as well onto Zed. Numbers still do favor FM, and they're going to use that to advantage. However, now they have to progress onto that bomb site. Weber considering it. Fearless is going to spank him back into place now as finally Barber chimes in for one for FM. 2v1 now, and Fearless, surely not. He's for Infused, he's done it!
My God.
1 HP, and Fearless just comes out screaming and brings that first round home with 1 health. All they needed to do was blow on him and he would have been gone.
Oh my God, living up to his name there. Absolutely fearless play on that B bomb side, securing that first round.
This is going to be a grand final, Lauren.
I think, guys, you've just got the taste of what we've got to come here, and Fearless has just absolutely shown us what you can do with a little bit of luck on your side and a hell of a lot of talent. So going to second round here, we do see the Infused boys with a nicer bit of weaponry alongside them, going for a bit of a decisive push, I can imagine. And now they're feeling very confident, but Windansky with a great headshot straight into Zesty there, but Weber finding the reply nevertheless, so the bomb is going to be getting itself down towards that B-bomb site, and now the CT side have to get themselves back into this because, well, the T players are looking very, very confident, and you've got to break that. You've got to get them off that high point right now. Whip laying down the fire, looking for a frag, looking for a hope of a prayer, and he's found it. He's got one onto Niels, looking for a second. Can he find it? Just peeking around, always catching glimpses left, right, and center. Oh, Whip out of nowhere, whipping around that corner and actually jumping through the air. That was incredible. Where is the remaining player going? He's just going to...
He's making the wise decision,
Yeah, I think this is a good
yeah.
choice for him right now. You've got to be looking ahead in this game. It's not just about what's happening in the moment, it's what's happening in the next 5 rounds, the next 10 rounds. Because right now doesn't matter. That round does go to Infused. Brilliant play from them, very decisive pushes. But nevertheless, you can see that the CT side have to get themselves back into this somehow.
And I think that certainly is with it on the cards. I think the Infused using those SMGs while the armor is low, while they can take advantage of that full push, getting all those bodies onto that B-bomb site, it paid off tremendously. Still, let's jump into this round, see what we've got for you as see how these guys are approaching it. Something different now coming out from the T side. Let's have a little delve into there, as they do seem to have be committing to a bomb site. Weber with a frag onto Whip. Looking relatively unattended at the moment. See how the CTs are playing this. FM have been a very passive defenders in the past. We've seen some interesting positioning on previous maps and previous games. So it's interesting to see. Once again, the bomb goes down. Yet Infused are yet to not plant in this round. So they're certainly getting some serious dollar in the bank. Still though, let's have a look on the CT side. Still haven't yet to lose a man I spoke to soon. Zesty, bullet in the brain of Windansky.
And
I'm missing out as the flash flies in. The flash flies in even. And we are into a 3v2, make it 2v2. Barber suddenly all alone. He has already put Fearless down, and he's looking a little bit shaky.
But I must say, Zesty then, sensation.
Did I miss out? I was just sat there in a flash.
No, Zesty was on short. Right. He was against about 3 or 4 players, literally just CT players making their way straight towards him, and he only had a pistol to hand, dropped them down clinically. It was just absolutely sublime, and Infused are earning every single round they're picking up right now. They finally have the opportunity to buy, so it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out now. Both teams now have an even amount of weaponry beside them as such, so they both can challenge each other on an even level. So you get to see kind of who's really leading the way so far. So we're going to see a nice selection of weaponry between them all, and hopefully they get put to damn good use, because so far we've been absolutely treated some phenomenal stuff. The early fire just being sprayed out towards those B tunnels, just hoping, praying for a connection, but I don't know if it has really. It's just to keep warding them back, saying, no, this is my area, you get away from me. We saw what you did before here, we're not allowing that again. So Infused looking for a route, a pick, an angle, anything to give them entry to either of these bomb sites. You can see the fire just tentatively being sprayed through any angle that might give them an advantage, and I can see something possibly happening. Gramberg there does land the headshot onto Windansky early on, so Infused do have the advantage into this round, but will they capitalize on it? That is the question. Oh, Mark leaps down into spawn, denied by Niels straight away. He's having absolutely none of that. Great little setup going down here. Weber is under pressure, but he does nevertheless get the headshot onto Whip. So it's going back and forth, folks. Neither side really stretching into this round. You can see still 3 players standing for the Infused boys, who are now kind of focusing their charge towards one specific area, and that's what they need to do. They need to start working as a unit again. They seemed a little bit scattered this round because Niels is now picking them apart. Zesty is gone. Fearless and Gramberg still stand though. 2v4. Can they go huge and pull this one back into the clutches of Infused? Let's find out. So Gramberg cautiously peeking around is trying to find a way through. Looking left, right, center, and his teammate is under severe pressure, and he's been put out of it by Barber. And Weber there just remains the pillar within the FM side and comes up huge once again.
Yeah, you described him as that before. Weber really is. He's there. He's the cement that keeps the team together.
Oh, definitely.
He picks up the rounds when he needs to, and he certainly doesn't overextend, which we have seen from other players in the past. So it's going to be interesting to see. So FM picking up that round when they needed to, and it's going to be interesting to see where they send this now. So the defensive side trying something different once again. Niels starting as they mean to go on. Great play onto Granberg. That is an assault down in that middle area. Still though, Infused on the assault. Nade smokes flying in. Who is it all going to fall to? It's all going to fall to Zed. Zed is heavily flashed. I'm going to be interested to see how he handles this. Does put it into the brain of Mark. Windansky's there to support him. Fearless finally picking up one for the Infused side, but it's looking very FM based. Fearless with another. Fearless is utterly fearless, charging into this B bomb site. Finally gets taken down by Niels, but it might be too little, too late. Yeah, it's going to get taken down.
Wow.
Spanked by Barber with the AWP. And there you go. Second round in a row for FM.
Incredible. Here we go. There's that swing and balance within this game. It goes from team to team. Whoever's got that kind of little bit of momentum, whoever picks that one shot. We saw at the start, the sensational play from Fearless almost powered Infused to those 3 rounds, and then it swings back round. So now, obviously, FM feeling the bonus of what they're doing here, and I want to see what the T-side are up to. Their money situation can't be great right now. Obviously, coming off the back of 2 losses in a row, they're going to be a little bit strapped for cash. They're probably going to be running with a lighter bit of weaponry beside them, maybe a couple of deagles here and there, maybe a couple of pistols, and see what they can do. I can imagine that's going to be weighing on their minds a hell of a lot. They've got to get themselves back into this game now. So, biding their time. Every angle could contain a possible threat here. And here we go. Let's pick it up here with Windansky.
Windansky.
Can he get a shot? Yes, he can. Gets first, gets a second. Great play from Windansky there, locking down that midsection. He is the gatekeeper, and no one is getting through those double doors, but Weber down and long, does catch a player off guard, and put to bed by Fearless there. That deagle rattling through the skull of Weber, leaving it all on one man, though, and I don't know what Fearless is going to do here, because, well, I'd be pretty scared if I'm honest. And it's time to get running, I do believe. Just get those little Nike Airs on and get to somewhere you feel safe.
Performing. If you have a quick look at the scoreboard, Fearless is up there with the FM side. However, the rest of his team just trailing at the moment.
Yep.
Nothing one round can change, and at the moment he is in a very sticky situation. There you go. Zed to bring it back to level playing field.
Indeed, Zed doing wonders there. Just held the angle, didn't overextend, didn't chase.
Patience.
Locked it down. Good play from him. 3-3 is the scoreline, guys. It's all even now. Infuse had that very early run, did well, but nevertheless, FM Esports known for clawing it back, working their way through that lower bracket, and they're here, and they are definitely not going out without a fight.
Yeah, and those of you do not forget, obviously Infused came from the upper bracket, so they're yet to lose a game, and that does of course mean that they only need 1 map as opposed to FM's 2, so that's going to be a little bit of a mission for them. Nonetheless, let's see what Granberg can deliver. Doesn't look like it's going to be much, as we have a quick look at where everyone is chin-chilling. Zesty and Granberg playing it cool. Now, there is the question as to whether or not does the main stage affect the playstyle of these players? It's been discussed time and time again. Is there pressure, or is it, if 100%, anything?
100%. This is where it matters.
Is it going to make them more passive? Is it going to affect them in that particular way, or is it literally just going to be bottling shots, bottling things, which we did see, actually, we did see a fair few bits from Fearless on a previous game. Nonetheless, I think that smoke might indicate something's going down for the T side as they do commence this push through. Who are they going to intercept? It's going to be Windansky, and Windansky doing such a brilliant job in holding through mid. Zed's there to back him up. Niels as well. A flurry of frags. And Fearless is going to go down as well, yet to concede a player. Finally, Windansky does go down to Granberg, but once again, too little, too late. Granberg, may have spoken too soon. Granberg's already got 2. 3 players do remain. And he is looking a little bit worse for wear on the old HB.
Oh my God,
what a shot.
what a
Barber,
hat trick.
miles away, 3 frags, and suddenly FM, their palms are getting a little bit sweaty. And it's going to be Niels to end him. Nice play, finally getting patient, realizing that maybe we should stop peeking 3 players later.
That has got to have shaken up the opposing side there. Just the feeling that we could have been pulled apart by 1 man.
Right, exactly.
1 man with a gun and a little bit of a plan can actually make us look like, little schoolboys here playing a bit of a game of CSGO.
Barber got utterly destroyed.
That has got to hurt, but Fearless nevertheless is a touch tagged up. I do believe that connected rather well there, so that's going to put the T side a little bit of a disadvantage. You've got to be careful at this point. Obviously, it does really matter. Every single moment in this game matters. That's the thing. This is the final stage. I can't reiterate it enough, and it does come down to that kind of scary point. Even every action you take can have that knock-on effect through the round. As you said, being a little bit more nervous, or not taking that shot, or not being that aggressive, can change the whole dynamic of the team. So we do see a nice bit of passive play going down here. Finally, the action kicks off towards long. We do see the balls being exchanged. Oh, but Barbar once again stepping up to the play. Weber joining on the fun. Windansky as well. Finally, Fearless, the only one to make a reply, leaving it all in one man's hands. And where is this man? Well, I know where I'd be. I'd be trembling with fear right now. Oh, but he's not. He's going for it. Why not, he says. I've got a good gun to hand. Well, let's get some bullets out there. So he does have the bomb as well, I do believe. He's got a nice bit of time on his side. It's 45 seconds on, so he's got time to work with it. That's the thing. You do have the opportunity to make some magic happen, but so far, his HP has just been chipped away, slowly but surely being drained by the opposing side of FM.
Isn't that there with Weber, though? Weber is a ghost of a man right now.
Yeah, he's a slither of health.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a strong breeze could send him into the next round. But let's find out if Whip can do anything stuck in this awful situation. It's between a rock and a hard place to say, at the very least. Does catch a glimpse, but put to bed by Zed. And there we go. FM Esports finally get themselves into a bit more comfortable lead here. 2 rounds to the good to them.
I mean, Infused, they're trying these ecos. They're trying to get these pushes, and FM are doing the right thing in just shutting that down.
Exactly.
Just smashing any sort of dream of that happening. And that's going to, because that would put them in a massive advantage. And Infused really, they can afford those rounds. They can. So this is going to be certainly something completely contrasting to what we just saw for the attacking side. Let's see where they're taking this. Once again, they aren't really committing in. They're not going to go in all in one. We've seen some pushes like that in the past. They're very much split, very much trying to find a pick, find something that encourages that push, and that's something they're doing really well at the moment. Windansky doing a sterling job holding middle. I have a little dash to him. He's been doing it every round. He's been doing very, very well. And that's struck fear into the Infused members. The bomb is changing hands. Very, very patient play. Waiting for that word of that caller. Waiting, lying in wait. Interesting to see what's going on. And suddenly the pace picks up, and this is what I seem to like in this game. Granberg does just destroy Windansky, shuts him down. Mark doing a brilliant job as well. Zesty chiming in with one of his up. Barbar, the only man really putting a dent into Infused this round. Let's have a look in his corner. He's got a bit of a swarm heading towards him. Sat back with his old trusty orb. The bomb is going to be going down now, reminiscent of an earlier Infused. Getting that bomb down with ease. Fearless is chiming with one of his own, though, onto Weber. And we now are into a 3v2 advantage, firmly in the hands of Infused. Dash over to the other orb. But Fearless puts a brilliant shot Zed's way, and that ends him. And now where is Barbar when you need him? 1v3. And I think it's not a risk worth taking this stage into the game. It's going to bring it to 5-4, though. Close that gap that Infused had let in with that eco. And, I mean, the money situation is looking relatively good for FM at the moment. Yeah,
indeed. They're going to be feeling okay so far. Barbar is going to try and obviously deny any weaponry from the Infused side as much as he can while staying alive. But it's not going to happen. Fearless.
Good work.
He's literally plucking heads from their shoulders and just throwing it to the ground.
It was risky from Barbar. Obviously, he wanted to try and slow down Infused, but I think at the cost of himself, it was a risk. It's debatable whether it was worth taking,
So here we go into round 10 out of possibly 30. And this could be the only map. If Infused do somehow pull this away, this could be what we get treated to as such. And let's hope, pray almost, that FM can somehow bring themselves really into the forefront of this game. So both teams do have a fair bit of money beside them, as you said, and actually have enough to buy up quite comfortably. So none feeling the pressure of being on that eco. So we could hope to see a nice even round here. And let's see if we can pick it up with a man at the moment, Granberg. He's been so pivotal so far. I want to see what he can bring now. See if that pressure is going to get to him, or if he can still perform just as strongly as he has been up to this point. So we wait and see what we've got coming in store. And here comes the push. Smokes are being put out, finding their way around. And the wall of defense that is Niels right now, finally picked off and taken down. And FM get themselves right back in the driving seat. Windansky with a lovely double frag. They're taking down Mark and Zesty, leaving it in a 4v2 situation. And Fearless and Whip, well, let's see if they can somehow bring the magic home. Let's pick it up with Fearless. I'm loving the way this guy's playing. And let's see if he can bring that magic once again. Now, bomb down and planted on A.
Fearless hesitant to take the shot.
Barbar there. That's a real shame. That could have been an absolutely changing point in this. And there goes Whip as well. Weber, the pillar within FM, steps up once again to support his team.
Weber, the pillar.
He really is. Every time it's that moment, you need to get that one player down. He could possibly cause you so much issue. He just turns up, says, nope, not today. This is mine. This is our bomb site. Get your bomb off of it.
Yeah, and it is. It's really nice to see. 6-4 is your scoreline. FM certainly going to be happy with that. holding off this kind of infused swarm. It's a very interesting, it's a very recognized attack they're doing, and I'm suggesting that perhaps they're going to want to try something different, because at the moment FM's defense it's got very few holes, and at the moment they're going to try and find something different, and rightfully so. Zesty now leading the charge. Let's see what's going on Whip's corner, charging in with the deagle. They're going eco and they're going hard. It's looking good. Windansky. Oh, Windansky just ruining Infused's day. Zed with one for himself as well. Mark making a slight arrival. A little bit late to the party, but Niels is already down and out. Looking at the M4 as well. Gets another, takes Barbar down before Zed chimes in and mops up that mess. So that's going to be 7-4, and FM extend their lead.
Yeah, indeed, and that financially is going to leave Infused, well, backs against the wall as such. Not going to be feeling too good for cash. I can imagine in the upcoming rounds, a couple of them going for possibly a lighter buy unless they can sort each other out. I think they'll be fine now. But nevertheless, curious thing in here being that Infused chose this side. Yeah, they're going in with a disadvantage already. So we have to see how this one plays out, because there are two sides to this, no matter what happens. So here we go. Infused line up, waiting to get their teeth into this round. You can see a little bit plan in motion, I can imagine. Trying to switch things up and see where the best place to push will be. And I can imagine Granberg again is really dependent on opening this map up, it seems. He's been doing so well before as well. And this is his moment to really shine and try and bring it home once again. Just peering around as best he can within safe distance. Does get a glimmer of one and does take down Windansky there, opening up that midsection quite comfortably for Infused. Let's see if he can make it any better. Let's see if he can literally unlock this door. Ooh, he's in a bit of a pickle. Does get the tags flying out, but Zed finally does take him down, leaving this in a 4v3. But you can see one of their players is on a fraction of health. It is so minuscule, it is unbelievable. But where is that bomb and where is it heading? Let's find out. So you guys can obviously keep track with this, and I think they're about to find out as that bomb is planted on B. Zesty, they're getting that bomb nice and down for Infused. So the clock is now against the CT side, because they've got to get this defused in. The fire is ringing around that B site. They're going to try and make that push. That CT side need to muster themselves together as a unit, as a collective, and get going. Here we go. Clock now ticking. It's ticking pretty quickly. You can see the Infused boys are locking it down, but here comes the tag, and here come the team. Oh, Zesty Whip and Mark between them perfectly, just slapping them all back, saying, not today, this is my side. Zesty now on the peak, on the push. Oh, he just catches a glimpse of the player trying to wisp away around the corner, and I think he'll get away with that one, but another big round for Infused, and that is exactly what they need at this point. Otherwise, it may have just got a little bit too far out of control.
Really nice. To be fair, they got into that site with relative ease. It was once they got the bomb down, once they had every single angle. You watch the CTs, they were choking. They were forced into one side. And
couldn't handle it.
Yeah, it didn't go too well for them. Still, 7-5 is your scoreline. FM still holding on to that lead. Infused not far behind them, as Fearless is going to be watching that cross once again. Still, slow and steady wins the race as the terrorists take their turn. Interesting spread from the CT side. No one wanting to overextend, and rightfully so. Any sort of pick at this level really is round deciding.
Yep,
and so every CT is doing their job and doing it brilliantly at the moment. Still, Mark leading this way. Looking for a glimmer of hope on this bomb site. Not going to find anything there. Still, no opening frags. Bullets have been exchanged. Barbar receiving the brunt of it, as they are going to be making their way once again in towards the CTs. Niels is going to get the first frag onto Granberg. Granberg has been doing he's really been working hard, working down that middle area, as we are brought to a 5v4. Infused on the back foot now. Looking to change that though. It looks like it might be Whip looking to change. Let's have a little jump in on him. And as I say that, Niels is there with his second of the round. And hopes and dreams of Infused shatter away in mid. So let's see what's going on in Fearless's corner. On the hunt again, and on the hunt for Zesty. Takes his teammate out. He's not going to be happy with that one. Looking to clear his name. He's not going to succeed this round as he does get taken down by Windansky, and Windansky with a second. Windansky really is the man to watch at the moment.
Yeah. You can actually hear the teams are so riled up right now. This is literally what it comes down to, guys.
Yeah.
This game just, it gets you so in the zone, and these guys are really feeling that right now. And obviously, that's got to be killing Fearless there. Actually hearing that team kill, it's a real shame. He did literally sleep out in the worst timing possible, but you know, it's the way it goes. This is the moments that it does come down to, and if it does boil down to that as something that may affect them later on, real tragedy. Well, let's see what Infused have in store this round. Let's see if they've got anything left up their sleeve. They're going to be a little bit strapped for cash at the moment, I do believe, is the term. But let's see if they can really step up when it matters. Grambo once again feeling aggressive, being put to bed by Windansky again.
Oh, somebody stop him.
It's a hat trick. Can he make it any more? This man's on a mission, and that mission's not over yet, folks. There is more to come, and can he find it? Neil's just put to bed by Whip, though, so Whip has got fight left in him. But FM are really showing us how to play this game right now. Oh, great shot from Whip there. Every bullet connecting. That was like a rail gun, you know what I mean? That was incredible. Now, looking for more. There's still 3 targets he could possibly find, and with a minute almost on the board left, he's got a good chance here if he actually feels this damn aggressive and very, very confident. So, he's got to start working towards one of these sites, or at least finding some of these players. The gun to hand may do him wonders. Let's hope it gets put to good use if he can find one, that is. So, peering round. Oh, catches a glimpse. I don't know if he actually tagged him up there. I'm not sure if he did. Looking back for more. There's there. But it's flying out. Great shot from him. Rattling through the brain of Zed. Slamming against Wilbur. Windansky there, securing another round for FM. Windansky went so huge in the last couple of rounds. This man is on fire. I'm so glad I picked him as my...
indeed.
at the moment.
Looking to be Winlansky. That's what he's going for.
Winlansky has arrived.
Okay, so, I mean, I really can't. I'm not in a position to tell someone how to play, but I do think Gramberg and Windansky just need to chill out, stop meeting each other in the middle, and maybe try something different. And that's maybe what Infused need to be doing. Let's jump in. Weber does open up quite early.
Weber.
Early frags from Weber. Look at that. He's been waiting very patiently on his defensive side, sitting in long, sitting near pit, and finally Infused decide to come his way, and he has just put them straight back into their place. Still, smoke's going to be coming out as Windansky gets one for himself. Gramberg again. These guys are an utter nemesis at the moment as we are in 5v2. Make it 5v1. Zesty last man standing as Barbar does some, once again, sterling AWP work. We are sat on 9-5 and Zesty has very little hope into this round. Bullets flying left, right and center. Zesty quiet as a mouse. Not quite for much longer as Windansky spots him and takes him down. What a half for FM.
Absolutely incredible.
Really sensational stuff.
Yeah, very much so. And I'm surprised Infused picked that side. It didn't seem to suit them at all. Once, after those first kind of burst into the rounds, went really well. They looked so good. But after that, they kind of fizzled out a little bit. They lost that kind of spark that really dragged them through in the first couple of rounds. And obviously, Windansky really did start shining. Just looking over the scoreboard here, as you can see, 19-8. This man is really leading the way out of everyone here today. He is absolutely shining. So, into the second half here. Pistol rounds again. So, let's find out how it's going to go down. You can hear the shots ringing out.
You know, if FM do take this pistol round, it could be a real threat to Infuse. We could be seeing on those 3 maps we're excited for.
Yeah, and I can imagine Infuse are feeling that pressure. They know that.
Indeed, yeah. Infused are well and truly aware of that as grenades do come flying in towards the pockets of FM. I think we're really going to connect, though.
Oh, that will connect. Zesty there taking the head straight off Zed. And that is a mouthful if I've ever heard one. But you can see the attack slowly starting to form from the T side. Here, you can Gramberg laying off a couple of shots even. But no one's really going for it. They haven't really gone for it yet. Yeah. Windansky, nevertheless, is speeding things up now. Getting that shot straight into Whip. For V4. Great placement by Weber. Very, very dedicated. He didn't overly peak there. Very clinical play. Bomb now going down towards the site. Well, let's see if they can hold this. Windansky may be under pressure soon. Laying off some shots. Let that reload in, and here comes Fearless, being absolutely fearless towards the bomb site, retaking that as best he could, but Niels does defend finally. Marks picking up the mantle, doesn't get him yet. He's still going for it. Oh, Niels straight in there, defending with his absolute life, standing tall and denying anyone from his bomb site. So here comes Zesty, and sensational play from Barber. That was incredible.
And that is a big one for FM. That's going to give them some money in the bank. They got the bomb down as well, so there's going to be some serious buying going on. And Infused, I think they might be quaking in their boots just that little bit now.
They're going to be feeling that.
They know what's coming towards them. So obviously, with the lack of money on the Infused side, we're going to be seeing less armor, and SMG play is going to be coming in while they can. Still Barbar, bullets on the cross. Fearless, looking a little bit scared actually.
For once.
Yeah. Lack of fear after he started off very, very strong. So let's see what we can expect if we have a quick look at that map.
Yeah.
Interesting spread of players.
Indeed. CT side really well spread out.
Well, Infused are well and truly aware that the T side have to come to them.
Yeah.
And when there's SMGs involved, they certainly are going to be. They just need to be really ready to receive them. And at the moment, a commitment might be being made. Smoke's coming out from some players on the T side, looking to cover their tracks. Nice play from Zed, takes down one, that's Fearless down. And that's going to open up a whole window of opportunity in that mid area. Still though, let's see what the T's have in store for us today. Niels holding hands now with his compadres, all of them snaking their way through. Granberg equalizes it to 4v4. Courtesy of his Deagle. Weber quickly there, quick to respond, taking down Granberg, punishing him for that frag. The bomb has gone down. The T-side doing a really strong job there. See how they're positioning themselves now. The bomb is down. We're going to have to see a real wiggle on the Infused side if they want to get towards this bomb site in time, as the time is now ticking.
Wow,
and Niels is doing a great job. Mark, last man standing. He has made a small dent in the EFM side, but 3 people stand, and that bomb needs to be defused, and I don't think that's going to happen. 12-5 is your scoreline, and FM running away with it, Lauren. They really are.
They've kicked it up a gear.
Yep.
And I love it, the fact that the underdogs here have arrived, and they're so passionate about this. You can hear it with every round they take, how much it means to them. And this is just exactly what a CSGO can be. So let's see if Infused can pull up their socks and do something about this, because they are desperately on the back foot now. They've got to find a way, a means to get back into this game, get their heads in the right place and do something about it. So let's keep following them, see where they're heading, see what they plan to do, see if there's any way they can really take this big aggressive push. You can see here from Zesty, really making his way up and around towards spawn. Oh, catching the glimpse just as he went beyond the screen there. There's Zesty feeling aggressive, feeling rough and ready to rumble. Does peek round, but met with a barrage of bullets. Windansky does manage to get Granberg while all this is happening, but Whip comes around to aid Zesty there, and you do get the frag. So Windansky down and out. So 4v4, making the 4v3, as we see once again Zed taking down Mark. This is a good round for FM. There was a bit of a questionable push from Infused, very much mixing up, but they're brought back down to earth by the likes of FM Toxic. Now they're bombed down on the A-bomb site, and let's see where the opposing players may be coming from. Let's pick it up here with Weber. Whip has found Zed in the meantime, and Weber just popping up and dropping him down. Fearless down and out now, leaving only 2 standing for the rather spread out CT side. So Barber there just taking down Zesty. It's all on Whip, and where is this man? Let's find him and find what trouble he's in. He's in a lot of trouble, to say the very least. Back against the wall, players converging absolutely everywhere, and Niels there again. Incredible play coming out now. So 13-5. What a drastic lead we're seeing here from the people who came from that lower bracket. Yep, they've come from the lower bracket, and this is exactly what they need just to get on level playing field, get both of them onto that kind of needing one map to win. Exactly. And it makes it even more exciting for us. This is going to truly be a grand final. Infused slightly demoralized by the FM onslaught, which really is what we're seeing. An onslaught. Yeah, obviously both sides are going to be having a full buy, so there is no excuse now for Infused on this defensive side. We saw how to defend courtesy of FM, and so Infused struggling to make a meal of it. Still, Mark with a frag as well, looking good now. 5v3, FM on the back foot, and looking to extend that is Zed. Zed actually managed to get the frag, but he is he has paid the price for that frag and is going to get punished by Whip with the nade. 4v2 advantage still firmly in Infused hands. Niels trying to change that though onto Whip. Let's jump over with him. Very defensive play, and that's all they need to do from Infused. Niels looking to just hunting for a frag. He's well aware of the enemy's location, but Infused are not going to slip up here. Now is the time to shine, and they're going to be looking to get that bomb down, rightfully so. Let's see what Mark has to deliver. Infused need to do their very best to just keep that money away from FM. They're not going to be able to succeed in stopping the plant. I assume they can get that defuse home. Windansky with one. Mark coming back onto Niels, and suddenly 1v2. Where is Windansky? And he has got a real mission, as the bomb is miles away and out of his line of sight. Fearless is going to bring one home for Infused. And wow, we haven't seen an Infused round in a while. No, that's been the first in a long time. And well, it was good play, good retake really of that bomb side. It was very nice, It came down to, exactly. We need to see more of that from them. They're a great side, they're a great unit, a great set of players. They keep bringing that heat, though. They seem to get lost in the mid-round section. They just don't seem to have that fire. But nevertheless, let's see if they can bring it right now into this round. So let's see what the T players are up to as well. So you can see it on your screen, guys, but Fearless has opened up here onto Weber, straight through those double doors. Let's find out where the rest of FM are. You guys can see on your screen, obviously they're making their big push now straight down towards their desired bomb site. The bomb is now being heavily contested. Fire and absolutely everything the CT side is being thrown at them right now. You can see the flashes, the smokes, and here comes Barbar anyway with that pistol. Whip finally chimes into action, taking down Windansky. 4v3 in favor to Infused now. They're keeping the advantage, but not for long. Not with Niels around, folks. He's just taken out, absolutely picked off the head from Whip there. 3v3. Bomb now down and ticking in favor to the T side though. So they now only have to lock it down and defend this tiny, tiny little bomb site. Zed, oh, great play, does connect that shot perfectly. Not going to miss that one in any way, shape or form, leaving only 2 players against 2 now. Let's see if Zed can do it again. Let's see if he can muster up that strength, but no, Zesty and Marker there. Nice. Another great round for yeah, I'm hoping Infused bring this back now.
Well, I mean,
have they woken up finally?
It was looking incredibly good for FM. FM did really well, considering that was an eco, considering they had very little spent.
True.
And they managed to get the bomb down. They got a good fair few
frags. They did get a couple of frags as well,
exactly,
didn't they? Yeah.
So to be fair, if they'd have won that round, that would have been this game over for Infused. I think that.
So do you think it's really that dependent on who's going to get the money now? It's all down to a money game.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I'm still learning this money system. I'm on it. But from what I can tell, it is money. It's a big factor. It really is. And at the moment, Infused are a little bit worse for wear in that accord. So let's just jump over, see what they can make of a bad situation. What's going on in the Whip corner? Not much going on at all. Still, FM looking to change this one, taking their time. CTs are not going to overextend, and that's real. The only person really showing himself is Mark, and he's going to be straight back. He got tagged for his troubles. Windansky, though, looking to change that. Windansky with one. Great play from Mega. Look for the second. Not going to happen. Mark does avenge his teammate as nades and flashes start flying in left, right, and center. Zed, though, charging in, looking to take the CT down. He's looking to pull a fearless here, considering his HP. Not going to succeed. Mark takes him down. Brings us to a 3v3. Level playing field once again. Weber quick to change, though. Where is he when we want him? Weber in a very strong position. I'm not sure if the CTs are going to be on the jog. They're going to have to get a wiggle on if they want to put a dent into this round. It's looking very much like an FM round as the bomb does go down. Suddenly, the tides change, and now the CTs have to make their way towards that bomb site. Time is going to be constantly ticking, and the pace is going to have to be completely controlled by the Infused side. Whip making his way around. Weber well and truly aware of his positioning, but it's not going to stop Whip from getting the frag. Look for a second, it's going to be Niels straight back, putting him to his position. Niels with another. Niels so good in these moments. Zesty, though, 1v1. Mano, the bomb is ticking away, and I think this is very much going to be a FM round. Yeah, Zesty is miles away, long gone. Not going to happen.
Wow.
And Terrorists taking another round under the belt. 14-7 is the scoreline, and really, FM have smiles on their faces as long as they can secure these last 2 rounds.
Yeah, this is what they need. They need to keep this pressure up. They need to keep bringing exactly what they're doing right now. Yeah. Infused need to change something, though. They've got to sit back and think, okay, what is going wrong here? What has changed since the start of this game? They've been picking up rounds here and there, don't get me wrong, but it's not as consistent as FM, who in the moments are looking so damn good. So let's find out where that T side are going to plan to attend right now. FM Toxic eyeing up a certain sign. There we do see Whip taking down Niels, who was so pivotal in that last round. Oh, Gramber joins in the fun. Weber finally making a reply with Zed in tow. 3v3 action now, coming right down to the wire here, guys. So 1 minute 16 left on the board. They've got to decide slowly but surely where they fancy going. Where's that bomb going to head towards? Is it going to be another Ray? They've been doing very well at long. Are they going to work short again? They've really used every aspect of this map. Or could it be another B push? Who knows? That's the thing. They're so good at every angle. That's the big thing I'm liking about FM is wherever they go, they really capitalize on it.
And they keep Infused on their toes. That's something they've been really good at.
They switch it right up. There's no moment does it rest. But let's find out. Oh, Zed was right on his toes there. Didn't let Zesty even reply to that shot. So straight into the face, Zed now leads his way into the bomb site. He does get the frag onto Mark as well. So only one man standing now for Infused. And where is he? Fearless. I'd be terrified.
Fearless cannot afford to not try it this round. He's going to have to attempt.
He has to. In moments like this, as much as I'd love to say, play, for the future, you've got to look at the moment right in hand right now. And he is surely doing that. Peering around as best he can.
FM are not going to slip up here.
They're not going to. This is 100%. But oh, Fearless, great no-scope. Looking to take it further, though. Can he find any more victims? Can he add any more to the body count? Oh, there's a knife, but no, he does get the pistol. But that clock is ticking rather quickly now. And I think we've got another FM round. Oh.
15,
Machine,
7.
it's match point. This could take FM through to that second map.
Yes, indeed, and they seem very confident in themselves. So let's see who's going to take us into this round. Barber, we haven't seen much of him. Have a quick look at the scoreboard. We've got some really top scores coming in from those FM side. We see Windansky and Niels kind of in the 20s, 23 and 21, and with Mark topping with 12. In fact, we do have Fearless below that with 15. So Fearless is the fragger, but he goes 68, taken out straight away. It's like Zed could hit, and was taking that top player down and out. So now we are in 5v4. Mark getting heavily tagged. Not yet going to be fragged, though, as he retreats back.
Great
as the
catch.
Great play from Mark, unfazed by the tagging. 4v4 then. Niels on his own, the lone wolf at the moment for FM, holding that rear. Still, slow gameplay. 1 minute on the clock, so absolutely no rush for the T side. As he flips around, this is looking incredibly tough for the Infused side. Infused side have very little money to their name already, and at such a crucial point as well. We are sat here on match point, and Infused really, they could do with some armory, and they really do not have it.
They need something right now. They need some frags, if anything, as well.
Dansky with another onto Granberg for V2 numbers, depleting fast for the Infused side.
Here we go.
Again
This
from
could be
Barber is all on Whip's shoulders now to bring this first map to a close, and I don't think it's going to happen. I think FM are feeling confident though. One bullet says otherwise though, taking down Barber. It's not going to happen. The Swarmer coming in. I think I see a knife charging towards him. He's ended with a knife as well.
To end it for that first map.
And that, my friends, is the end of the first map. Knife to end it. 16-7 as well. It wasn't close.
Great play from FM.
Really
That's
strong
from FM. That's
from
probably the
FM.
most one-sided game we've seen so far from the people I did not expect to see it from as well. So these guys, I think they just have a little team talk, try and get their heads in the right place.
Have their orange
ready
juice.
for the next map. Yeah, get their little oranges in, and then they'll be back momentarily. So we are going to be heading straight through, I do believe. I'm just going to wait for them just to talk to each other, try and get their heads in the right place.